Yo, excuse the light in the background. I know it's probably annoying, but I wanted to show my face because I haven't been on in a minute. I haven't been posting any trade recaps or anything, and that's just been because I haven't had a job and I haven't been able to buy any funded accounts. So I've just been trading demo and like half-ass trading just because I've been discouraged and I'm human and I get down. So that's literally what's been going on, and I just got a job and I'm gonna start soon, and I'm feeling more motivated and more um, optimistic about my direction in life. So, it just gave me a little spark. And today it was a really good trade. I had been back testing over the weekend, just keeping my edge sharp. So whenever I do get a job and I get funded accounts, I hit the ground running and I'm not trying to like remember my strategy or like remember how the markets move. So, nothing has disappeared. I still understand the market how I did a week, 2 weeks, a month, a year ago, more than a year ago. But I'm gonna just go ahead and break down this trade that I took today on the Nasdaq because it was a solid trade, a really solid trade, and I had faith in it, and it looked like it was gonna stop me out, but it ended up going in my direction, and I was confident in it because of what the market was showing me. And to start off, what I saw was price looked more bearish when I came into the day. I would do the replay, but I always feel not very confident in using the replay tool on Trading View, and I always fidget and do little shit. I haven't used it enough, but I don't want to use the replay tool, so I'm gonna just uh, walk you through how it is now. So I had saw price when I came into the market this morning, and it looked like we were bearish. We had these two big ass gray candles. We had one, two, three, these two green candles, and this one gray candle right here. This one gray candle right there. So to me, it looks like price was rejecting this new week opening gap and possibly going lower. But in order for me to play a move lower, I needed to see displacement. So if we were going to go lower from this new week opening gap and basically have a market maker model down to this low, so we had an impulse move, a retracement back into this new week opening gap, and I was expecting to see a move back down to this low if we got displacement on the 15-minute lower, but we didn't. We never got it. On ES, we did get it, and it looked more convincing. But on Nasdaq, we did not get it. So that's what I was prioritizing Nasdaq. That's what I've back tested, and that's what I have confidence traded in the Nasdaq. So that's what I was looking at. So the price was overall bearish. I'm not gonna be bearish until I see displacement lower, showing that hey, we actually will go lower from this new week opening gap. If we don't get any displacement lower, then I'm going to continue to be bullish because the market is showing me that hey, price has not reversed, price is not going down yet, price is not ready to turn around. So keep following the trend up, and that's what I did. So we had the impulse move lower, and when I arrived to the chart, we were in the pullback phase. Go to the 15-minute chart. This is what I mean. We had came up. Let me get rid of this. We came up and wicked right here into this new week opening gap. And price never fully displaced down lower. Like you see how it's wicky, like the bodies aren't big, strong body candles. It's just wicks, wicks, wicks. And we swept that low, fell in a close below this swing low down here, looking like a sweep of liquidity. That doesn't look like we're going to continue lower. And we're also respecting this bullish fair value gap, saying, hey, price has not shifted bearish yet. We're still respecting bullish PD arrays, still respecting bullish points of interest. Hey, the market is still bullish, so look to buy. And that's what I did. So when price came back down and from up here it swept this high, price came up, swept this high at 930. Then after we swept that high, we got a move lower to sweep this low. After we swept that low, I'm like, okay, we're not getting displacement lower, so I'm looking for a bullish trade or a buy, bullish, bullish trade. So after we had got that sweep, and I saw these two green candles. I was like, okay, the market is ready to go up. That's my displacement that I was looking for. That looked like, especially this green candle is what did it. This one is like, nah, not really. But this green one right here, the body is huge and it's green, showing that, hey, the buyer stepped in. I was like, okay, this looks more convincing. So when I saw that, I was just looking for a place to enter. And I wanted to enter right here. This was my ideal spot. And I got in close to there. And I was targeting this high right here. That's a 2R trade. Perfect. Swept that low. Price came back up with displacement, strong displacement. And I just wanted to get in right here on this order block. This is the order block because it's that. This is the way Sniper Matt Lober, or however the fuck you say his name. He kind of, him, Justin Werline, Nick does futures. ICT. They all have, not ICT in terms of like his strategy, but Matt, Justin Werline, and Nick. They all have similar strategies. You basically find a direction. After you find a direction, you wait for price to come back, tag a POI, which is a fair value gap or a swing low or a swing high, depending on if you're bullish or bearish. After that happens, you drop down to the 5 minute or the 1 minute and you wait for displacement up or down, depending on your direction. And then you enter. It's like 3-step process. And they kind of use it in different ways. Nick uses a breaker block more. Sniper uses this. This is why I brought him up because he says this is the order block right here. High probability order block is that last, when you're bullish, it's that last down close candle that swept out the swing lows before the impulse displacement back up. So that last down move that swept the liquidity was this candle right here before price displaced back up. So I put my entry around here. I put it right there, but I didn't get in right there because I was trying not to miss the move. So I actually got in a little bit higher. But ideally, that's where I wanted to get in. That's where I first put my limit order at. And I actually had dropped down to the 1 minute because I was like, okay, this shit looks like it's taking off and I don't want to miss the move. So I actually had put my uh, entry right here on this fair value gap because I saw price displacing up. And then I also saw like a SMT with these two lows on the Dow and the NASDAQ. So I was going to put my stop loss right here, but I wanted to actually give it room to breathe. So I was like, let me just put it at the low because if this low gets ran, the trade is invalidated. So I was like, let me stop trying to be greedy and stop trying to do all these nuances that I see other people doing. And let me just trade my fucking model that I back tested, So I put my stop loss at the bottom where I always put my stop loss at the point where the trade would be invalidated. This is that wick that swept this low and then displaced up. So if the price goes below this low, then the idea is invalidated and it's most likely to continue going lower for the day. But we never came and broke that low. We came back. We had touched my low fair value gap right here. We actually came back and touched that order block that I was just telling you about too. Over here, we touched that order block and price shot up. I mean, it didn't do it instantly, but we got there. I mean, it took me about 10:05 till 10:45, so it took me 40 minutes to hit my take profit because my take profit was like up here at 2R. So yeah, it took me about 45, 50 minutes, almost an hour to for that trade to play out. And it's demo, but I mean, it's still the same trade I would have took if I was on a funded account and I'm if I'm on an evaluation or on the funded stage. I would still be taking the same trade. So it's like frustrating because it's demo and I don't want to be trading demo. I want to be trading real money, but it's just not wise of me to do that right now because I don't have a job to, if I do fail the challenge, to continue to buy. And then when I do pass it, if I don't have a job, then I got to pay the activation fee, and it just doesn't make sense financially for me to be trading on a funded account or putting my personal funds at risk when I don't have a job. So let me find a job first, trade demo, just get the skill, focus on the skill, not the money, focus on doing the same process over and over. And then by the time you get your job and everything works out how it's supposed to, you're gonna have that confidence to execute. And that's all I'm doing. So that's pretty much the trade that I took today. And I always journal it, and then I'll write like um, a little note. Oh yeah, I gotta go open up my journal because I go on Google Docs or some shit like that to note all my trades. But I also do this and I screenshot it, and I screenshot the entry, the 4 hour bias, the 15 minute or 1 hour POI, and the entry. And that's really it. Hopefully, I can be back doing these more regularly with you guys because I actually like doing this. It's just frustrating when I don't have the funds to put into an account to see real profits. That's the frustrating part. So I'm gonna hopefully see you guys more often within the next month. Take it easy and be safe.